I am now finished watching full 8 episodes of Spider-Noir after the next day where I choose black and white to watch, and I have to say, this is probably the best thing Sony has ever done. I'm so glad it turns out to be a good show. Sony always keep the mistakes again for Spider-Man cash grab spin-offs and then they learn from their mistakes. I start with positive is Nicolas Cage as Ben Reilly known as the Spider. Although this is not the same character from Spider-Verse but he did amazing job at playing live-action version. I love the way he does balancing with drama and comedic. I do like the moment where he does being drunk and quicks. Cage is probably much better fit for this comic book character than what he got to play Ghost Rider. I still like his Ghost Rider over Johnny Blaze but Cage is better fit for Spider-Man Noir but he only used name the Spider. I'm glad he doesn't do unnecessary screaming during the production of this show, that would ruin it. The story is so good, it's all about the villains trying to take the New York City where the Spider had planning to stop them and their crime boss. The villains Sandman, Molten Man, Tombstone and Megawatt were all carried the whole show. They're basically a Sinister Six but set in 1930s. They have a coolest superpowers and I love how they portrayed like a universal horror classic monster style. Silvermane is a ruthless crime lord and probably not bad written villain. This is a first time to see Spider-Man villain appear in live action since he got appearance in 2 animated projects. The whole cast did very a great job for acting and I do like their characters Cat Hardy, Janet and Robbie Robertson. They are trying to stole the show yet but I like Robbie more, he had a decently moments to carry. I do love his relationship with Ben Reilly as a great friend. The camera work was so amazing, it did really well for the directing and the effects. What I love this show is it balancing with different genres such as action, drama, romance and it does have some horror themes. That's what it makes this Spider-Man project a darker, since Spider-Man franchise always have a dark moments like the Raimi trilogy did. I feel like it does feel being slow, it almost to be perfect and although action sequences are not even bad but I wish it had more heavy action. I quite to enjoy watching the Spider fighting his greatest enemies. I am not even too bored by watching this show. Overall this is probably the best Spider-Man series we got. Sony already learned from their problems for Spider-Man franchise. I feel like we need Spider-Man projects to be good as this. Hopefully if this show got a second season, so I'll give it 9 out of 10.